Atlantic Boxing Television. Peter McGowan. I'm along with Jim Tuberosa, the MC and ring announcer.
What the commissioner's over here yelling. He wants to talk to me for something. I swear that they're already, they're just trying to disrupt our telecast. But in answer to the question earlier, we've got some great bouts coming up. Now we already know about Bash Ali. His next bout will be for a championship, a world championship. And don't be too surprised if he doesn't become one of the names mentioned to fight that fella, or what's his name, the fella that's in jail, Tyson, that's it. Yeah, Mike Tyson. Don't be surprised if his name is bandied around in a year or so for Tyson. Micky Ward, great competitor. The town of Lowell is really taken this kid to its heart. Johnny Gagliardi is to be commended for putting together such a great show. I don't know how he does it. I've been doing fights for over 18 years, and Johnny Gagliardi just seems to have a knack for putting two fighters together to make an exciting match. And the way he's been guiding the career of Micky Ward since Ward has come back from the hand problems that he had, it's just amazing to me. Tonight he was scheduled to fight a fellow named Miguel Santana. Now, Miguel Santana was a world champion for a day, about 12 hours. A few years ago, he beat Greg Hagen. For the title, the 135-pound title. And the following morning, they said, "Gee, sorry, but we made a mistake. We added instead of subtracting. You lost."
Oh, no.
But the guy has been against people like Jimmy McGirt, Terrence Ali, Pernell Whitaker, and he was all set to fight Micky Ward tonight. He came in 12 pounds overweight. And Ward even said, well, geez, 4 or 5 pounds or so. And Johnny Gagliardi came up with this Gennaro Andujar, he's a New York fighter. Now, he's a 10-6 New York record, and that's as good as a 22-2 Boston record. And he's fighting out of Portland, Maine now, but he's a New York guy, and he'll soon be fighting out of Boston, I predict. But tonight's bout, I think it's going to be a heck of a bout unless something serious has happened. Another big story is Gennaro Angulo, Jake from Medford. Jake's fighting as a middleweight. I predict he'll go down to about a 52-pounder, junior middleweight. And, of course, he's the promoter's son, John Gagliardi's son. Jake is a 5-0, 5 knockouts, and let me tell you, they're not one-round knockouts. They're wars.
Yeah. Excuse me, Jim. We have the first fight on Atlantic Boxing Television for Jake Gagliardi. He's now 5-0, so he looks like he's up and coming.
Exactly. Now, I've known him since he was born. As a matter of fact, I've known his father since his father and I were 15 years old. So that goes back a few years, and I'm not going to tell you how many.
Okay, all right, I'll buy that.
Paul Stivaleta, by the way, was one of the reigning uncrowned champs of Boston when he was fighting with Johnny Gagliardi. They were somewhat of stablemates and buddies and all. So that'll give you an idea of the crowd that was around at that time. A lot of stiff competition. John was undefeated. He was either 14-0-1 or 17-0-1.
Wow, that's incredible. There were some definite wars back then, back in the 50s, when everyone was trying to make a name for themselves. But now it seems that boxing is getting to be more popular, and we here on Atlantic Boxing Television promote boxing, of course, and we do it in a clean fashion. I know you have to go, Jim. I'd like to thank you for the interview, and keep smiling.
We can bounce back and forth between bouts every now and then.
If you're lucky. No, I'm just kidding you. Thank you so much, Jim.
Thank you.
That's Peter McGowan, Atlantic Boxing Television. That was Jim Tuberosa. We'll be right back.